It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Cardinals and the Niners. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To the short side left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And a good welcome for a guy who had some great years as a 49er, Andy Leon, to kick it away. This returnable for Ayuk. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft, and Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks Lance, like a franchise quarterback, he wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And Lance again going to keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. Give him a couple on the scramble and 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, he's already shown on his opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks it behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Murray's going to keep it again.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Touchdown, 49ers! Trey Lance, 32 yards. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
1st down, Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Ayuk to return it. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bland's going to keep it on the option. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play?
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Murray to run again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On the option right is Lance. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And they'll go for it. Lance completes it to Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
This is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now. The game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded at the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback?
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of...
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire... Something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Being chased out left. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
They do go for it. Lance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And Lance again going to keep it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Mitchell again.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
And Lance now to throw.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start with a give to counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's counter. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Skirts by at the 15. The tackle there by George Odom.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped it pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Murray. Now he steps away. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lance now on 1st down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half line.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football, has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jackson.
And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Buying time to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Finding room at midfield. There he goes again. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This taken in at the goal line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Lance.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The Lance going to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
To find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 40-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Down to the 22-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Niners have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play, Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start it? And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 75 yards.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead here this third quarter.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Now Lance.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Illegal forward pass.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On play action, Lance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go do this thing, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Yeah, go right now. Let's go.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Lance.
throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. First down, Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Connor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there for the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Max Williams taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cards get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Lance. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Let's go now. On the ball.
Lance looking to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They run over center with Mitchell. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Set, ready.
Desperation time here. Lance.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Murray now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 29 yards.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
49ers 36.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them. I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on 3rd down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
81 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Here's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Marcus Golden getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Well, meanwhile, a pass pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
I'm trying to understand. He's going to make a play, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Again, a run with Connor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football, so to me, this seems like a kick. Taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. On the draw, Connor. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st.
The Lance going to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st. Looking to throw. Lance. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.